Hey everyone. Guys, I'm really excited because today I'm trying a new thing and I'm gonna be explaining the Renee Rapp lore. I have never done a video like this before. Let's see how it goes. Maybe you guys will hate it. Maybe you'll love it. Maybe you won't care. Any option is fine, but I would appreciate your feedback. I'm just gonna get started. I don't know what I'm doing, but let's do it. Everyone these days is obsessed with Renee Rapp. But I felt like it was part of my duty to explain where she came from, why she's so iconic, how she's so iconic, and everything in between. So as a current student getting my BFA degree in musical theater, I felt like I had some sort of right to chime in on this because she is a theater kid through and through. Now let's get into it. Now, let's start from the beginning. So she was born January 10th, 2000, which makes her 24 years old today. 24 today. She lived in Huntersville, North Carolina. Here's a random picture of the town that I found on Google. She did a bunch of, theater programs in high school. She played varsity golf, okay? Then she transferred to a performing arts high school, okay? So, like in Victorious, and I can't think of any other shows where there's like performing arts high schools. It's basically like that. What was the performing arts high school in Victorious called? It was called like Hollywood Arts. Of course, why didn't I think of that? Corey Mitchell, Renee Rapp's theater teacher, said that Rapp has a special distinction, and there's a difference when that vocal ability is coupled with sincere emotions that can move an audience and that literally can excite an audience. Those are wise words from Corey Mitchell, according to Wikipedia. Now, the icon starts becoming iconic. Now, how does this happen? So in 2018, she won Best Actress at the Bloomy Awards, which is like musical theater awards, okay? Then she attended the 10th annual Jimmy Awards in New York City. The Jimmy Awards is basically like the Tonys for high school theater programs. This is a huge deal. Apparently, she performed, I literally learned this today. Apparently she was sick with laryngitis when she performed at the Jimmy Awards. Absolutely insane. She won Best Performance by an Actress alongside Andrew Barth Feldman, who also won that year. And in 2018, she was cast in regional productions and performed at music festivals and 54 Below, which is another theater kid thing. A bunch of Broadway people perform at 54 Below. It's like a little cabaret thing. So fun, so fresh, so cute. January 12th, 2019, she performed at Broadway Con's Star to Be event. So straight out of high school, another bus, club, no sleep, Broadway at 19, aka making me question my career choice. Now, I say this because I'm jealous, and I can say that with my full chest. May 28th, 2019, she's announced that she's going to be Regina George on Broadway. Originally temporary position, she just nailed the role so hard. Then she was a permanent Regina George until March 2020, and then COVID shut down Broadway, and then the show never came back up. RIP. Now, I wasn't sure if I wanted to talk about this. Renee Rapp herself has talked about this, and I feel like it should be debunked, okay? There was a rumor going around on theater TikTok and all of the things that Renee Rapp asked to change her costume in Someone Gets Hurt because she didn't feel comfortable with it. And everyone was like, that's so brave of her. Like, so glad she spoke up for herself. That is incorrect. This is ridiculous. She's 19 years old, okay? And she's like bigger than the original Regina George, and everyone was talking about it. But she's talked about this, about how it was really weird that in every interview she would be asked, how does it feel to be like a curvy girl playing Regina George? She was literally a teenager at the time. They had no right asking her about her body. They had no idea what she was going through. She's making a TikTok about it. I can put it right here.
I'm very blessed and fortunate to have this job, but I am playing Regina and I am nowhere near 115 pounds.
Whenever I see this video, it always just makes me feel so weird. Not good, not bad, just weird. Here I was 19 and I had just started working in Mean Girls on Broadway, and it was like my first big job, okay? So I was doing a lot of press, and in a lot of this press, pretty much every interview, I would get asked about my body and how it felt to be a curvier girl playing this role. Mind you, I'm getting asked this as a teenager and by a lot of men too. To be clear, this conversation is a good one. The issue, I think, and I could be wrong, but this is just for me, was that I was a teenage girl and everybody was talking about my body, so I felt like I also had to talk about my body. And I didn't really feel like it was my choice.
Anyway, the people think that she asked to like add a skirt because she was uncomfortable with the original costume. That is not true. She has also said in an interview that they just gave her the extra piece of clothing because she was bigger than the other Regina and it wouldn't look as good. Hello, I can't get the clip from that interview, but it is the Call Her Daddy interview that was done in March 2023. If you wanted to watch it yourself, I recommend, but I couldn't get the clip on here. But I'm bringing this up because I thought that she asked to change the costume because of TikTok and because of the internet, and then watching interviews and things of her realizing that's not true and that people made that up for some reason. I don't know. So I wanted to clear the air about that. She was Regina alongside Erica Henningsen, who was the original Katie Heron on Broadway, and she also got to perform with Sabrina Carpenter as Katie Heron for like 2 shows, I think, right before COVID. And also Cameron Dallas, for some reason, was cast as Aaron Samuels. She was fighting for her life. I personally think that Cameron Dallas is the reason COVID-19 pandemic started. And I say that with all my love.
I would prefer the girl you were.
That just felt like a fever dream. Don't know how that happened, don't know why that happened. But you know what? Somehow he made Renee Rapp look even better on that stage. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Next. Oh, we don't stop here. October 14th, 2020, it is announced that she will be playing Leighton Murray in 6 Lives of College Girls on HBO Max. I said I don't know what else to write here, but go watch the show. It's really funny and she's really insanely talented. Her acting's actually crazy. She's also a lesbian in it, so gay rights. Pop Girlies Unite. She released her first song titled Tattoos June 2nd, 2022. Then she released her EP, Everything to Everyone, November 11th, 2022. She has described this EP as stripped back pop with lyrics all about the shitty things that have happened. And the tracks symbolize her journey of figuring out living her life. That's not what I wrote. Figuring out living for herself. Singles from this EP were Don't Tell My Mom, In the Kitchen, and Too Well. All 3 bops. There's a song called Bruises, and I just had to tell this story because if I know, then you guys have to know. So this song is about being sensitive, and I love this song because I am a sensitive girly, okay? Basically, like, I take everything personally. I'm really sensitive. You know, I bruise easily. And I'm like, yeah, I love this song. This is so real. I'm so sensitive. Then she revealed in a interview that the inspiration about this song was that she was staying at her friend's house and she slept with someone on her friend's couch and then told them the next day, and she was expecting them to all be like, oh my god, yes, girls, like, because like she was like, I've never had a college experience, I don't know, I thought they were gonna be like excited, but they were like, Renee, what the actual, why would you do that? Why did you tell us so confidently? And then that's what's inspired this song. So if I have to know that every time I listen to the song, then so do you. But it's a great song. Go listen to it. And then December 2022, she was named MTV Push Artist of the Month, Snow Angel. So this was announced June 6, 2023. Okay. And Snow Angel as the single. She released her debut studio album, Snow Angel, August 18th, 2023, through Interscope. The deluxe version came out November 17th, 2023. Okay, most of the album was written within 6 months, which is actually crazy. Like, apparently she said that like it felt like 2 years, but it was only like 6 months. She's also said that she's always wanted to do music. Ignore the second to last bullet point for now. The album was very well received by critics and the internet and, you know. Snow Hard Feelings tour. So she went on tour from September 2023 to March 2024. She's still on tour and she's gonna perform at Coachella. And I think it's funny because everyone's like, she started performing live. Everyone's like, oh my god, she's so good live. How is this brand new pop artist so good at live concert? Because she's literally Broadway trained. And that brings me on to my next rant on how everyone makes fun of theater kids in high school and in life until they're famous. All these actors that you love, that you're obsessed with, all these singers, not all of them, a lot of these singers that you're obsessed with, theater kids. Where do you think they learned how to do that? Huh? Obviously her live vocals are gonna be insane because she's vocally trained to do that and like do 8 shows a week as Regina George. Anywhoodle. Now, ending off with Regina Part 2. Mean Girls musical movie premiered January 8th, 2024. Some people loved, some people hated. Renee Rapp said that they were just having fun and basically told everyone to touch grass. Everyone was just really upset, like all the theater people. A lot of people didn't know it was gonna be a musical and people thought it was just gonna be a Mean Girls remake, which I don't know. It could have been advertised as a musical more, I'm not gonna lie. However, watch the trailer maybe before, I don't know. She released Not My Fault featuring Meg Thee Stallion. Iconic, such a good song. And I also loved the movie. I thought it was fun. Did I like it more than the Broadway version? No. Did I like it more than the original Mean Girls movie? No. Did that mean that I can't enjoy it? No. Okay, finally. She performed at SNL. It was her first live performance on SNL and like a TV show like that. She performed Snow Angel and Not My Fault. Snow Angel vocals I cannot get over. Actually ridiculous. And then she performed Not My Fault with Meg Thee Stallion, and that's all I have to say. You guys know, you know, you've been on Twitter, you've been on TikTok, and then in her little skit, she was playing herself, and they referred to her as a little lesbian intern, which I think it's weird to like speculate people's sexualities and all these things. However, she has been very open about her sexuality, and so I feel like it's important to include it into the lore. So she has identified herself as bisexual, I don't know since when, but like since the beginning of her career, I believe. And after this SNL performance, when she played herself and they called her a little lesbian intern, she started posting on social media like her 2 lesbian bodyguards, and she just kept using lesbian a lot. And then she literally said in an interview that she doesn't think she likes boys anymore. So basically she came out as lesbian recently, which I'm so happy for her. I'm so happy she is coming into her sexuality, and I'm so happy she's so open and honest about it. Media training has been just a funny joke on the internet about how she doesn't have any media training because she's just so blunt. She literally will just say anything. She flirts with everyone. She knows that she's hot. Literally, she was asked about how it was working with Megan Thee Stallion, and she just talked about how good her ass was. Like, that's what we mean.
How was working with Megan Thee Stallion and creating that amazing song for the movie?
So sick.
Yeah?
Like, so sick. Actually, best ass I've ever seen in my life. And I don't even mean that in a funny way. I mean that in a real way.
But they made it a little skit in SNL. But it's iconic, and I never want her to change. I think it's hilarious. I just think she's so authentically herself, and that we don't really see that in interviews and a lot of celebrities. So, like, it's just really cool to see. Anyways, that's my little presentation on Renee Rapp lore. Please give me feedback, like, genuinely. Do you want more details? Do you want less details? Do you want more of like something else? Do you not want me to do this ever again? Like, literally, please let me know. I also, if you guys like this, I want to do this with Taylor Swift eras, like each era and the lore that comes with it, because I have been a Taylor Swift die-hard fan since I was literally born, and I was there for everything. But if you guys want me to do each Taylor Swift era, like debut, and then Fearless, and then Speak Now and Red, and all of the lore that comes with the entire era, Oh my god, I would love to do that. I love you so much. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Please let me know if you did or if you didn't. And oh, I guess I can be center now, sorry. It was fun making and filming and stuff. Anyway, okay. I love you. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.